Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. Today is November 4th. It is Wednesday. I think this might be Charm Chatter number 100. Maybe not. I will check before I upload. 99, 100. I'm right in that area, I think. So yay for us, right? So where have I been? I've been in North Fort Myers, Florida. And I'll go into that in a minute. And that'll be at the end of the video. If you don't, it will be a non-yarny tour, maybe tour of where I am, and a chat about that. So I'll put that at the end. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to. If you want to, yay. So this is what's going on. It's an 18-hour drive, and I thought, oh, and I usually don't do much of the driving. My husband usually does most of the driving, and I can crochet. And that's fabulous for me, right? But the last few years, I'm going to say maybe 5 years, I tend to start to get car sick, like motion sickness, and I get an upset stomach, and then I don't want to crochet because I'm upset to my stomach, and I don't know why. I've never been that way my whole life, and then all of a sudden. So I think I'm going to try Dramamine on the way home and see if that doesn't change my outlook on life when we're in the car. I had big plans of making lots and lots of back scrubbies. The pattern is by Laura, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, Laura. She emailed me the pattern, so I think if you ask her to email it to you, it's very easy to follow, simple, wonderful program. So let me show you what I made. Because if you've watched me before, thanks for coming back. If you're new, thanks for joining. This is a back washer. So you do like this and wash your back. So you use like a kitchen cotton, and then in the middle where the scrubby is, you add scrubby yarn. So you do two together, and then you're back to the kitchen cotton. So if like I interrupted myself, if you've joined me before, you know that as Christmas gifts, I'm doing some spa packages. And so this was a big part of it, is that you do the back scrubbing, and then I have, to go with this back scrubby, I have face cloth. And this is just a double crochet. And I know, because it's the kind of cotton that it is, when it washes it'll shrink and it won't be so holey, because I've tested that on ones for myself at home. I don't like the look of it just now, and these don't have their ends weaved in. There was a crochet along, and I really don't remember. It was like last summer, a year ago, where you were going to do so many washcloths with so many different stitches. It was like a learn different stitches kind of thing, by making washcloths. And so anyway, this was the double crochet one, and I have it in, because my original plan was to do this for last Christmas, some kind of spot package. So I had these different color yarns. So let me show you the different colors, and I don't have the ball bands for any of these anymore. And this particular pattern, so this one, I have an extra. That's this one because I think that looks kind of silly. Anyway, this was supposed to be a background, and then you were supposed to put little appliques of flowers, I think, in like a sun or something. And I thought, after I made this part, I thought, I don't really want to put appliques on it and then give it to somebody to wash their face with, because like the flower, I thought it's going to be uncomfortable. And maybe that's okay, you really don't use it, you just decorate with it, but I want it to be used. So I didn't do the applique part, and I just left these, and then I got like, well, what am I going to do with these? Because I really, at that point, had never washed one to know that it's going to like scrunch up. So long story short, I have all these different colors of greens because they were to be the background with flowers on them, and even some, I love this color, I'm sorry, I just love it. But when I'm doing the spa package, I thought, I'm looking for stuff and to go with this variety of green colors here, and I have this big spool, which I did show you guys the other day, of this. And I don't know what happened to the ball band in the trip. I've lost the ball band, but this is I think this is Peaches and Cream, and like I said, I don't know what I did with the ball band, but the colorway, when you look at that, and then you put it up, so all of these are made out of this. I made 6 of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So all of these, and some of them turned out longer than others. Nobody has to know that, so don't tell my secret. But what I did was you start with the center section with the 2 strands together, and you crochet 10 rows, and then you do like the rest as long as is going to be necessary for what you're making. So I'm in the car. I don't have anything to measure with or anything. I mean, I could have, but that would have just been awkward. Cumbersome, not awkward, just cumbersome. So I said, okay, this is a nice length, and you use a thicker, bigger hook here. I'm like, that's a nice length. So then I just kind of folded over, and when it was about that size, then I went to the next step. So then you start the other side, and then I kind of folded over, and oh, that's about the same length. And then when you go to, you do some decreasing, and then you have, this is the handle. And so then I just kind of came back and said, oh, that's the same length, like this. Okay, we'll just measure the handle starts here. Oh, it's the same length as the scrubby part. And then I did that the other way, and then I kind of held them together. Oh, yeah, that looks about right. Okay, good. She gets more specific, but I didn't really want to count rows because I was nauseous from being motion sickness, and so I just wanted to crochet and not think about it. So that's how I did that. It was very simple, but I will tell you that one of them, I don't know why, is, let me show you. I'm going to put all the tops together. Mostly they're pretty good. One I think is really short, and one is, okay, so yeah, one got really short. This one right here ends here. My daughter-in-law Mary is shorter than me. That's going to be hers. And my sister-in-law. I have a sister-in-law that's very short as well. And then we have one that just got to be ginormous. It's just, well, actually it's not that much bigger, but they did tend to grow a little bit in length. But it doesn't really matter because nobody will know. So this yarn does have colors, except for maybe the really, really dark, but it kind of still will work. They kind of blend in with these colors. These colors kind of blend in, so I kind of like that. Then I decided that I wanted to do a second washcloth, 2 washcloths and a back scrubber, and you know, one of those like cucumber things that you put on your face, and then you put the cucumbers on your eyeballs, you know, those face mask things, and a bath bomb, and you know, a body gel or something to that effect. So I decided I wanted like a washcloth for your face, because you're going to have that goop all over it. I've done that one time in my life. It was kind of cool actually, but, and then, so then I thought I would do just a circular one for your face, and then the square one for your body. And so, because I still have this much, so I'm doing a set of 6 in this color. So I got all of the back scrubbies, and I've gotten so far 2 round washcloths. I have 4 more to go. I'm hoping that this will be enough out of one of those big huge cones. So I think that's doing pretty good. And the scrubby inside. So this one is, I might have, oh, I don't know where that is either. Let me just check. Nope. Again, I don't know where that is. Let me, hold on. It is one of these, but I don't know the colorway. This is a Yarn Bee Scrubology cotton. That's what this is, but it's a different colorway than that one. And so this is one skein, and I did all 6 of the back scrubbers, and I still have this much left, which is pretty good. It looks very teal there, but it's really green. And this other one, let me tell you, it's 125 yards, 115 meters is what this skein is. And I still have this much after all 6 of the 10 rows. So I can do several more, but not with this yarn, because this yarn has to make more of these. Then I also, and don't mind, I just finished this one. It just came off the hook. I made these 2 today in the car. Short distances, I'm really good to go. It's after like a couple hours in the car, then I just start to get yucky. So anyway, I never finished these by putting in the ends because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. So now I guess I got to sew in the ends because that is what I'm going to do with them. And let's see, I have wash rags, different styles that I made in different, originally I was going to do 7 sets of just wash rags to give as like housewarming gifts and stuff like that. That was my original plan. So I was going to like fold up 7 different colors, 7 sets of the different colors. So I had it in this green color, and then I had blue, and I have orange. And so when I started doing my back scrubbies, because I don't always think everything through really well, the brain doesn't always work, as Debbie just said. I heard her say that today on a video I was watching. The brain doesn't always work real well. So what happens is I was going to, like I said, originally do 7 sets of just different washcloths. So when I started doing the scrubbies, I was thinking I needed 6 of each color. Well, I don't know why I was thinking 6, and I really should do 7 because I have 7 of these, but I really don't want to give this one away because it's 2 different colors. But I was thinking they were going to get more than one wash rag to go with their scrubby, with their back thing, but the colors are off because some are orange and some are blue, and then these. So I don't know what the heck I was thinking. So that's why I decided I do have, I hope, enough yarn to make 4 more of these, and then they'll have 2 washcloths, face, body, and the back scrubber. So I also have been making, this goes on the candy cane. There is, and I will try to link it, there is a tutorial, I think by Sarah something, I can't remember her name, but somebody sent me one as a Happy Mail. This one, no, I didn't bring the one because it's on a candy cane at home, and I thought at Car Crochet these would be awesome. It calls for a chain and then slip stitch to your chain, and you guys know I hate slip stitching, so I tried single crocheting with this yarn that I had left over from something. I hope it's not going to be too thick to go through the crochet, through the candy cane. I still haven't found any to put it in there, but I did make a few of those. If it's too thick, then I don't know, life goes on, I guess. I don't know. And then I crocheted one more adorable, wonderful thing that I can't show you because it's a Christmas present and it's a surprise. So that is my crochet. That's all I've done. I've been blabbering for almost 15 minutes about really that. So where am I? Fort Myers, Florida. Now, if you don't want to hear about this, feel free to just shut me off. I won't be offended at all. And I can't be too much longer because my husband is outside grilling chicken, and he said it would be ready in about 15 minutes. So, I've got pierogies staying warm on the stove. So, well, not really the stove, the electric skillet. But this is my mom and dad's place in Florida. It's a 1985 park model, which means that it's somewhere between a travel trailer that you pull and a trailer like that's at a trailer park. And that has to do with square footage, to the best of my understanding. What makes this that is permanently parked at a campground versus what you have permanently parked that's aluminum and looks very similar to this at a trailer park. I think it is completely based on square footage. I don't know that for sure, but somebody mentioned that one time to me. So my parents have been coming down here, and they bought this I think in 2005, and they come down every year since then. And then Mom passed away a few years ago, and Dad's been coming by himself for the last 3. This will be the 4th year, but he's been sick and he can't come down himself this year. So we decided that we would try to rent it and recoup some of his lot rent. You pay for the building, but you still have to pay to keep it parked here. So Dad can't come down and stay for the winter, so we thought we would, rent it out. So my husband and I came down and decided to, you can come in. We're cleaning, we're getting rid of everything that's personal, all the pictures of like the grandkids and great grandkids are off the walls. Anything that was personal to them. We want to get rid of all of that, take it home for him, clean everything, which has been quite a project. Over the summer, it gets surprisingly, things will get surprisingly dirty for nobody being here. It gets closed up. There's awnings that come down over the windows and stuff. I don't know how it gets so dirty, but I can remember my mom complaining like the first 2 weeks that she's here every year, she's like washing windows and floors and washing out cupboards, and she packs the dishes in plastic like grocery store bags and then puts them in the cupboards, and then she takes them out so that they're still clean, but then you still have to wash them. So anyway, so we washed curtains. Now my dad isn't going to do that stuff. He's not washing curtains. He probably didn't even run the vacuum cleaner. The house itself has carpet only in his bedroom. But there's a screened in porch that they call a lanai, and he probably didn't pull out a vacuum cleaner. He's just not going to do that. So there was a great deal of cleaning to do because my dad's just not going to clean. So I've been working my butt off since we got here. But now it's clean. Roy and I will be leaving on Saturday to come home, and my brother will be coming down to paint. So my job was to clean it out, clean it up, to get it ready so that him and his wife can come down and paint. And they're gonna bring, Dad can't fly. Dad can't drive. It's too long of a drive. He's got bed sores. He won't sleep in the car. It's too much for him anymore. My brother will want to drive straight through and not stop anywhere. As far as like overnight, I stop overnight because I don't want to get to where I'm going and be exhausted. And so we stop. But it's still 18 hours in the car, and that's really too much for my dad. So we'll fly him down. My sister-in-law is supposed to be figuring that out because he's got to definitely have a can't get off the airplane because he'll never find his way to a new airplane. I think he's got the start of maybe dementia, and so we don't want him to get lost in an airport. That would not be good. He's somewhere in Atlanta. We don't know where. So anyway, we're going to put him on an airplane, and hopefully I believe at the air, I mean, you can fly kids, so alone, you know, they get him to the airplane. He can't walk a long distance to go, he doesn't have a wheelchair or anything. I mean, he does walk, but he's not going to walk like if he's the last airplane all the way down at the end. You know what I mean? When you have to do the mile-long walk to the airplane, he can't do that. So maybe they'll put him in a little cart or like a golf cart kind of thing or whatever. But I'm sure that the airlines will help him get to his plane and stay there, and then get to where my brother will pick him up at the airport, and we will pick him up on his when he comes home. So he'll be doing the flying thing. So that's going to be a nerve-wracking like experience for me to know that he got on the airplane safely. I think I'll be chomping at the bit until my brother says that he's got him. You know, Eagle has landed and I found him. So that we've done some changes in here, and I hope he's not going to be too unhappy with them. You know, people get set in their ways, and he's one of those people. You eat dinner at 4 o'clock because the clock says it's 4 and that's what time you eat. Lunch is noon because the clock says noon. Even if you're not hungry, that's what time you eat because it's noon. He goes to bed at 8 o'clock. If he's up past 8 o'clock, he's like, oh, I gotta get to bed, I'm late. So that being said, we have gotten rid of a lot of things. If you're gonna rent, you don't want, you know, the clutter of people that have lived in a place for a long time. So that being said, and there's things that needed to be repaired that I'm sure he was just not even noticing or overlooking, so we're having that done. And then we're going to paint and change the colors. He'll be here for part of the painting. I did not want him here while we were cleaning out things. I thought that would be really hard on him because I didn't know what was here from my mother still. I didn't want him seeing me take down the pictures. And like I said, I didn't know how much stuff was still here of hers. So we've done some shopping. We've done some, lots of cleaning out. And it looks pretty good now. I bought white for the cupboards that you see back here. All the cupboards are going to become white instead of almond, and the walls are going to become gray. Not all the walls are bright teal. My mom really did like the bright teal. I think it's a little over the top. I like teal as well. It should have been toned down a little, and it's just a little tiny space, but that's going to become gray. So would you like to take a tour? Let's see. I'm going to turn you around now. I hope that works. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is, let me take you outside here. Don't mind me, I'm doing laundry. We had to put in a new washer today, so, but this is the screen porch. It's a very nice space. We just brought in that couch. That's my luggage. I didn't want to put my food, you know, I had to wash out drawers, and I didn't get to that until today. So my clothes are still in luggage. That's the laundry room where I do have laundry going. So this is the screen porch. It's a good size room, and you come up 3 stairs to get into the camper, or that's the old washer. Like I said, there were things that needed to be done. Some of the screens need to be fixed. We have a guy that's going to do that because we just don't have enough time. And these windows, which is so cool, if you're not familiar, these are plastic. It's not glass. I don't know why they do it that way, but they're all plastic. So we had to take some of those to get those fixed because the sun scrunches everything. So this is a very livable space here, and adds a great deal when it's not too hot to be out, which is, today was a very nice day. They do have a little bit of a yard, and they're on the corner. And across the hall, if you can see that white truck, Just beyond that, where the red is, that's where the pool is, and the how the uh, like the party center. That's the word for it. Normally, they do bingo, they do dances, they do socials. Not now because of COVID. So this is the living room, and it's small. This is a single wide park model. It's a 1 bedroom. So I can't like back you up enough. So you come in, and this is the living room. This one is older. It does not have central air. Like I said, all the walls are going to end up being painted a very pale gray. And then you come back. There's no cupboard space. I'm very little. So you put some dishes in there, then you don't have any room for food. So we have added some little tiny cupboards. And then back here you get a bedroom and a bathroom. So that's the whole place. I'm not taking you in the bedroom because I didn't make the bed. Actually, the sheets and stuff are partial. The blankets and the bedspread are in the washer because I couldn't wash them. Dinner done? Okay, we're back. Are you done? My husband's giving me the high sign, I think, that dinner is done just as we get done with the tour. Is dinner done? Okay. So that's the tour of the camper. It's like dusk now. It is 5:30. Maybe tomorrow, if I get the opportunity, I will take you on, I haven't even actually taken a tour of the park itself. But maybe we'll go on, I don't have a golf cart to take you on like a golf cart tour. There's no golf cart here. And I think like my part of the job is mostly done. I did the laundry now is the last thing, freshen up all the everything. I'm not sure that we'll be renting after all. I think we're just gonna let family come down and bring grandpa as much as possible, or dad, because of COVID, people just aren't traveling, and I don't know that I want to take the risk of people coming that usually they like when people rent these out, they rent to friends or friends of friends, so that you have like a connection, and a lot of that is not happening this year so far from what I'm understanding. So I think we thought we were going to rent it, and maybe we still will, but now I'm kind of like on the rental, but at least we got it cleaned up, we got it cleaned out. If this might be his last season to be able to come, so we're kind of thinking let's hold off on renting it out and see how many times we can get him down here for maybe a week or so at a time, because next year he might not be able to do that at all, and then we would have to sell because it's a retirement community. I'm not retired for another 8 to 10 years. My brother, the same thing. And then everybody else is younger because it's just my brother and I. So there would be no family to be able to come here if, for a while. So if this is going to be his last year, we're hoping that we can get him down here a lot. So that's where we're at. But it looks much better, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's painted. But like I said, I'm not doing that. That's my brother's job. So thanks for sticking around. I gotta go because my dinner is done. Chicken, grilled chicken, and pierogies. Yum. I will see you next time. Bye.